each and every one of us has someone, and it could be strangers, but someone that is supporting us through the day to get us through the day. And it could be someone that's podcasting. It could be someone that's meditating for us or doing yoga online. It could be a friend that we can text and is supporting us. It could be an online group that's supporting us. It could be so many different aspects. Hello, and thank you for joining me here on Hope to Recharge podcast, the podcast that's designed to break the stigma around mental health and to create some hope and inspiration and give some practical tips to those that are struggling with mental health, whether it's from personal stories to break the stigma or some advice from professionals in the mental health community. Whether you are struggling with mental health on your own or you know a loved one that is struggling, we are here to support you and to create a community so you know you are not alone. The road to recovery can be difficult and challenging. At Hope to Recharge, we believe that in mental health, together is always better. I'm your host, Matana. Thank you for joining me here today. Today's episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.com. Are you looking for online therapy? Are you stuck at home like everyone else? High stress, high anxiety, worried about the future, trying to navigate everything, have a lot of worries, have a lot of emotional roller coaster rides up and down, just like me. BetterHelp.com is one phone call away, one Zoom call away, one text away. It's an online platform for therapy. It's so perfect for now, for coronavirus, for what people are going through now. We can reach out and get the perfect therapist that meets our needs. Don't wait. Check them out. See if you can find somebody. Don't struggle. They're so affordable. They are so affordable. You're sitting at home. Every therapist is working online now. Reach out and get help you need. If you are struggling, don't struggle in silence. I am so grateful that they are giving us 10% off the first month so you can get affordable access to therapy. Go to betterhelp.com/hope to recharge. betterhelp.com/hope to recharge. Start your wellness, get help, get support you need. Hello. It's Attitude of Gratitude Thursday. We made it through another week. This week was I would say the most challenging week with my emotions up and down, like a heartbeat, literally like a heartbeat. And it's extreme, very high, very low, very high, very low. And I was noticing it and I said, you know what? At least I have a heartbeat. At least I have the highs and the lows and then a highs and then a low. And I know that after a low will come a high. And it was getting back to school, Zoom school, online school, setting up all the children to get them on their schedule with their classmates, with their teachers. It was so overwhelming to say the least. Last week when Passover was ending, I was having a very hard time letting go of Passover. And I realized that a big part of it was, I spoke about it last week, but a big part of it was going back to the routine of waking up everybody early, having breakfast, getting into the routine of classroom work. I was loving the downtime. I was loving the no stress of out the door, in the door, carpooling. I was just loving every moment. And although we don't have carpools right now, we do have a lot of scheduling to do and fitting so many schedules into a day. And it can get very overwhelming. I work, my husband works, my 5 children are attending school. Everybody needs their own device. My little ones don't know how to use devices on their own. We're not very big into technology in our family. They don't have computers and tablets. So it was a challenge, and thank God for Ari. And I want to speak about my gratitude towards Ari and my children for supporting me this week. And I want all of you to look around, because each and every one of us has someone, and it could be strangers, but someone that is supporting us through the day to get us through the day. And it could be someone that's podcasting. It could be someone that's meditating for us or doing yoga online. It could be a friend that we can text and is supporting us. It could be an online group that's supporting us. It could be so many different aspects of outside sources that are supporting us. It doesn't have to be the in-house. By me, it's in-house, but I realized that this time is so stressful at moments, At moments, it's really calm, but at moments, the stress goes up so high. And I really want to acknowledge the fact that Ari and the children have really took upon themselves to help me out, that I should be less stressed. And I was having a conversation with Ari yesterday. We were analyzing Passover. Whenever something is over, we always analyze it and we go deep dive into it, what we learned from it, how it was, what was our highlight. My father always used to ask us, what is your highlight of something that ended? I was telling Ari that I wish I was in a much happier state. And I found myself that sometimes I was feeling sad for people that are struggling. And I was just going down into that pain with the people that were struggling. And I wish I was able to be the happy person I was 5 weeks ago before Corona happened, but that's what happens. I said to him yesterday, I said, thank you so much for just like running from room to room with the children, setting them up and taking care of their Zoom calls and printing out all their sheets and reading out all the emails. Ari very fast noticed in the beginning of the week that I am going to get super stressed out from this. And he just took it upon himself to take care of it without even notifying me. He just stepped up to the plate and he took care of it. And I said, thank you so much for taking care of this, of all the back and forth, so I don't have to deal with it. And he said, I know how much it takes for you to be okay and how hard you work every day to be okay without stress and anxiety that I usually struggle with myself. And he was saying, I know how hard you work on it. I didn't want to add anything else to your plate with the exterior stuff that are coming our way. So for me, it's no big deal. I just have to adjust my work schedule a little bit, maybe work late at night, pause sometimes, but I'm okay with it. And I was like, oh my God, he noticed it before it even happened. Before it even happened, he just took it upon himself to step up to the plate and help me. And I said that I'm so grateful that he was able to see me and my struggles and where I fall short with my anxiety, and able to step up to the plate. And my kids also, my older kids took it upon themselves to work it out on their own, and they're really doing their best and they're not stressing out about it. My younger ones are still having a really hard time, and I'm so grateful that the older ones are helping, and at night they print out things. Javi has been incredible. Javi is Eve, and she has been printing out so many emails and worksheets and stuff for everyone and dividing them between the people and just telling me what needs to be done, because the emails do not stop coming in. And I have so much that I do during the day on my own with my workload that my email is full, and I don't have the patience to go through it. And I don't really want to read what it has to say about what my kids what assignments have to come their way. It stresses me out. I might be a bad parent when it comes to education, but it's just not my forte. And I don't want to stress them out about it. So when I get stressed, they get stressed. So I just decided to not get involved in it. And Javi and Ari really stepped up to the plate. Nachalil's doing his own thing, being very responsible. It's still, the little ones are having a very hard time adjusting. And when I see it, my heart breaks, and I'm just like, why do we have to do this to them? Like, can't we just play all day and make pictures? Tiferet is so good with entertaining herself. That's Kate. She's happy talking to her dolls, making art, playing with Max, with Mishael. She's so good with self-entertaining. We sometimes will do word puzzles. We do color by number. All these things that they're really good at doing. And why do I have to stress her out with these online stresses that are stressing me? That's probably stressing her more than the usual. So my gratitude is to Ari and my children for helping me just get back to routine, get back to my life, be able to schedule out my time for myself. Ari is so good with giving me my morning peaceful time for myself to just sit outside in the sun for 30 minutes, have my own time, because he knows how important it is to me. And I was taking it for granted until he told me that it was intentional. And I was like, wow. And I'm sure so many of us have people that are checking in with us, sending us inspiration inspirational notes, thoughts, groups that are supporting us. So let's be grateful. Let's be grateful for those that are supporting us and helping us and holding us up together with them. Like I visualize it as if like there's like a group of people in the pool holding up each other, floating with each other. And if one drowns, everybody leans in to pick him up. I don't know why that visual keeps on coming up in my mind when I'm thinking support. And I feel like that's what's happening in the world. When somebody feels like he's drowning, there's always somebody to lift him up, lift her up, that they don't drown. Thank God for social media. Thank God for texting. Thank God for phones. Thank God for Zoom. We have so much social distancing, but actually so much social connection more than ever. I see my parents every day on Zoom. Every day I see them on Zoom. Once I used to wait until they came to visit me in America from Israel to see them. I never connected with them over Zoom. Never. Now I get to see them every single day on Zoom. We laugh together. We play together. We share thoughtful, inspirational thoughts from the Bible. It's really nice. I connect with friends on WhatsApp video more than I ever done in the past. I give myself a lot of time on my own, which I didn't let myself have so much in the past because I was so busy running. Whenever I had a free moment, I would be doing something. Now, I don't have where to run so much besides the store once in a few days. So I go outside to sit with myself. I'll do some meditation. I'll write, I'll journal, I'll do my gratitude a few times a day. And it helps me get through it. It really helps me get through it. And I feel so elevated. With all that's going on and all the hardships and the stresses, let's acknowledge the people, the support team that are around us. And if you are someone's support team, please write yourself a thank you card. Write yourself a thank you note and say thank you for supporting X, Y, and Z. Acknowledge yourself. Be grateful that you can support others. Be grateful that you're a source of calmness and space for others to be okay, because you are supporting them. Don't overlook what you are giving. If you are the supporter, make sure to give yourself gratitude. And sometimes we have to even ask and make others aware of what we're giving. Ari didn't ask. It happened to have come up with a conversation, but I wish he would tell me, like, I'm doing this on purpose before I even brought it up in conversation. But my father taught me gratitude, so I'm very, very in tune to thanking people around me. And it was really on my radar. And I'm like, wow, this is such a treat. I'm going to thank him. And then he said, I'm doing this intentionally. So I want to really encourage everybody to either thank themselves or thank others around them for the support, for the little things, for the cup of water that someone gave them, for the text that was sent to them, for the phone call, for the Zoom call, for the email. If someone sent you something, be grateful that there's someone supporting you in the world. If it's a therapist, if it's a group therapist, if it's God, maybe it's God. Maybe it's the sun supporting you. Maybe it's the butterflies outside. The other day we went outside to look for butterflies. We have a butterfly tree in our backyard, and Max and I go out very often to look for the butterflies and see the different colors. So maybe it's the butterflies that are supporting you. For me, it's the butterfly and the red bird that comes visits us every single day on our tree. There's always something to be grateful for. Always something to be grateful for. And it's so therapeutic, so therapeutic. I invite you to hang out with gratitude because it's really comforting. As I always say, it's my cozy blanket. It's where I love hanging out. I wish you all the best. If you are parents that are sending to school, hang in there. I'm going to be interviewing Elisheva Liss, a therapist that I had on this podcast previously, and I asked her to come on to share her wisdom as a therapist and as a mom that believes in homeschooling, to explain to us that what's going on nowadays is not homeschooling. That's not what it was designed for. And this mass online classes is not homeschooling, and it is not something easy to get through. So I'm interviewing her. Hopefully in the next week or two we will release it, because I think it will be very helpful to everybody to hear what to expect from themselves, what to expect from them children, how to show up properly, the long run of the game. This will pass. Will they remember or not remember? That's irrelevant, what they're really learning in school, but will they remember the stresses and the trauma that happened during? I think that's more important. So I'm going to be discussing that, and there's a lot of exciting things coming up. We're almost at 100 episodes, and we're going to celebrate. We're going to do something exciting. We're going to celebrate. I'm not sure how yet 100%. I think I'm going to put together the highlights of all of my episodes in one episode. I'm going to choose like 10 or 15 episodes highlights, and I'm going to put it into one episode. I'm thinking about it. Anyway, thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving yourself time to be grateful and to listen for this. If you're listening, that means that you care about gratitude and you know how important it is. Stay well, stay safe. Love you all. Bye till next time. Thank you for joining us and taking the time to listen. I really appreciate it. Please hit the subscribe button so you can hear further episodes. If you are listening to us on iTunes, please leave feedback and ratings below. Let us know if there's any topic that you would like to hear from us in the future. Bye till next time.